Hello, good morning, welcome back to the Fishlocker out on the boat. James and I are out this morning to go and do a little bit of fishing and go and check the pots.
Yeah.
You alright with that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right, and we're going to have a competition to see who can catch the most. Me or you?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Alright, if you think so.
It's me.
Right down on the seabed now.
Oh,
Got it.
fish.
Oh, good, good. Well done. Right, clear up. That's it. Well done. I think it's going to be a mackerel. Alright, we'll take your time with it. Don't rush it. Oh. Bring it up. Right, let's get in the boat then. Well, James is winning. First fish, biggest fish so far.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Well done. Oh, you're pummeling me. Well done. Right, remember what I told you next time? You're going to lift this fish aboard yourself. Remember what I told you about getting a certain height and then sliding your hand down the line and bringing it up? You can do it all this time.
Ah, cookie rats.
Well, you can do it. Well done.
I'm smashing you.
Cuckoo wrasse. Look at all those fish showing up on the sand now.
Ooh, that.
Let's go get these pots. Just chopped off by my foot, look. I'm going to grab it real quick.
He's
I'm
big.
going to show it to the camera.
Look at that. Pipefish.
That was a little pipefish that was hanging onto the rope. I don't know if you can see that there. They're a relation of the seahorse, aren't they, James?
Yeah. They're like the English seahorse.
Yeah, they're related to seahorse. And do you know any interesting facts about them?
Did you know that the females don't actually carry the eggs, the males do?
Correct.
Should I drop them back, Dad?
You can do, yeah. This pot's got stuck up. There it goes. The rope is stuck around the rock.
And there goes the rope.
Oh. Well, that's a good way to start.
Now I do this.
Yeah, that's a fair way to start. Sit down. Trying something different in there. I'll show you when we come to emptying the pot. Oh. Oh, a little spiny starfish. Come here. Just take your rod around this side of the boat like this. That's when you're doing this. Whoa. Right, last up, first to be checked.
Help you with this part, Dad.
It's alright, James, you can keep fishing. I'll I'll give you a shout when I need your help. First one out of the pot is a little undersized male. He will be about, I'd go probably 85. Can I have the tape measure please, James? There you go. 86.
Just.
Now you've got to measure from the back of the eye to the back of the carapace there. In our area in Cornwall, the minimum landing size is 90mm. This is like 4mm too small. Still a lovely looking lobster. Do you want to chuck this one back?
Let me just sort this out. Yeah. Oh.
Right, go on then, you hold on to him. Right, 2 ticks. Over that way. Good lad. Well done. Not an awful lot else in that pot. I'll talk about how they're fished and my theory on it. Next pot up. In this one there is only one small brown edible crab. Way undersized, like it'd have to be that big to be big enough. It's way undersized. You want to measure him with your measure?
Yeah.
James has a gauge. Now the reason why I don't usually measure with a gauge is just because there's no real educational factor in me showing you with a gauge, whereas I can teach you with a tape measure, and I can show you, because with the gauge it's either big enough or it's not big enough. On this gauge here,
Yeah.
it's got ever so many different measures on it. It's got lobsters in there, crawfish on there, it's got scallops, then it's got female brown crab, male brown crab, because there's a different minimum landing size.
Crabs here.
Yes, there is. So this one, if you look underneath this one, do you know what type this is?
That's male.
It is a male, it is a male. Just give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to spin the boat around. Right. James is absolutely correct, this is a male. You can tell it's a male because it's got a narrow V in there.
Yeah.
So when you're measuring it with this one,
Yeah.
what does it say? Male needs to be
160mm.
160mm.
I expect that's like 50.
So that is,
The size of the
like I
scallop.
said, it's that much too small, right? Because you measure across the back. So this one needs to be the longest measure. It's that much too small. You want to hold the gauge? The last pot, however, has fished well. And I have a theory on this because I've tried something new. Now, I've done a bit of beach combing in the past, and one of the things that you find every now and again is these bait pots. These come from the States. They are Tony's, and what they do is they unscrew like that, and it allows you to put really soft, like almost pasty tile bait in there, and it doesn't wash out as well, and all you do is you just screw the top up. Now I found half a dozen of these when I was beach combing in the past, and I thought I'll give them a try. So yes, this pot has fished a lot better. First lobster out of here is, oh, it might be close.
Gauge?
Do you want to think it's going to be big enough or not? I think it's going to be just under. Just under.
Claws don't look big enough.
Right, he is actually, yes,
Perfect.
he is about 3 or 4 mil under. See, look, you put it into the back of the eye, you measure to the back of here,
It's 90mm.
there's a little bit of slack. This guy's probably about 87. Let's take a measure, please. Yeah, 87 mil. So yeah, this little girl is too small too.
Let's just
Now, crustaceans, lobsters, crabs, any crayfish, even like scorpions and things like that, any decapods, they have a hard exoskeleton. In order for them to grow, they need to shed off this old shell, and then they absorb water and then swell and then harden up the shell. So this one more shed, one more molt of its shell, and then regrow. This one will be big enough to land. And she's been in this shell a while, you can tell because she's got these white keel worms on her. Now you can tell that this is a female because she has a wider tail, she has these larger tail flaps, these fans here underneath, because this is where she holds her eggs. I'll let James toss that one back. We'll just have a quick look at this one here. Yes. This one here is an absolute clonker of a male. Quite pale blue as well. Right, I'm going to just put this, you just put your hand on that to make sure it doesn't flap over the side. This lobster here is a good one. Now there are a couple of different bylaws pertaining to lobsters in our area in Cornwall. The first one is a minimum landing size, being size along the back of here. James, if you want to measure this one.
Right.
Back of the eye to there. This guy is way too big, isn't he?
No, it's perfect.
No, I mean he's bigger than the measure, so he's large. He's above the minimum landing size. This guy is 118. He is a nice one. And if you're looking at the difference in colour of blue from one to another, bearing in mind that these are the same species, they were caught in the same area. Calm down.
He's happy. Same
species, same area, same pot. Look at the colour variation between the two. Crazy, isn't it? He has actually got an awful lot of pink in him, hasn't he? Yeah. You can tell this one's a male by them two dots there by my finger, by the size of his claws, and because he has quite a narrow tail. Two of the bylaws that we have in this area is you can't land a pregnant female. This is a male, so that doesn't apply. With lobsters, there are only two genders. A female would be carrying eggs underneath there. That's how you'll be able to tell. And then the next bylaw is V-notched or mutilated tail lobsters. If you were going to V-notch this lobster, you would put it in one of them tail fans, and it would be a V, like just a V cut into a lobster. This one has no V-notches and has no mutilations to its tail. This one is a perfectly legal lobster to land, and it is an absolute stunner. So you were going to go into a bucket down here, and this little lady can be thrown back once she's let go of the pot. Oh no, they are different. What can you tell me, James, about lobster? Come here a second.
So there's one of each. There's a cutter and a cruncher.
So he's got, what has he got?
A cruncher.
A cruncher on one hand, which is the big strong one.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand he's got a what?
A cutter.
Like a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
So yes, as James was explaining, lobsters usually have a cruncher, so a real big strong one. You see, like the big serrations and the larger claw, it has a cruncher that it gets hold of things and kills it, and then it has a faster one with smaller serrations that's like a pair of scissors that it cuts you up with. And they can alternate. It's not always on the left or always on the right. Which is which on this one?
So this is going to be right and this is going to be left.
So he has got the crusher on the left and the cutter on the right.
So he's left-handed.
Whereas this girl here has the cutter on the left and the cruncher on the right. So you can have left-handed and right-handed lobsters. Do you want to throw this one back over there? This is the small one?
Yeah.
Just toss it back over there then. So you can do it, just give it a good toss. Perfect. We're not going to throw this one back, are we?
No.
No, he is a beauty. I'll rebait these pots, shot them back. Do you want to get me a couple of elastic bands and we'll band his claws up? You want to come here and help me?
Just going to try and put this stuff away.
Okay. Right, it's easier sometimes. Some people use tape. I use elastic bands. Show you. Right. Do you want you want to hold this claw for me? It's got one band already, so he can't get you. Around here. So look, you hold this claw, and all you do, slide the bands on, like that. So, band it up.
Shall I grab you a bait?
No. What we're going to do is we'll put him down in a bucket, and then we'll get all the pots up and get them sorted out. You bait these pots in different ways because they're a different design. This one is a top entry pot. I'm experimenting with the Tony's tub in there, but also you put bait around the entrance here with a band. Now all I use for here is any of the fish that we've caught, that we've kept, like any pollock or ling or bass or anything like that, I use the old frames. Here is the frame of a bass that we caught a few days ago. That way nothing goes to waste. The frame that would be discarded normally that we're not going to eat, we use that to try and catch a crab or a lobster. Let's go do some fishing.
Let's just do 2 minutes here, then let's head to breakfast.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're heading back now.
After a little bit of fishing here.
Well, we're steaming back at this speed, pulling the lures behind us. Don't go mad with it because you've got a fish on, right? Lift it up. As long as you keep going to the point, didn't I? Yeah. Go on. Right round the boat then. Think about where the rod under your arm. Think about where the fish is. Look in front of the boat, quick, James, look. See all them little fish jumping out of the water?
Oh, yeah.
It's a tuna. Do you want to have a look at the front of the boat? Yeah, come here. Stop being a little sod. And there's the lure right down his gullies. See? Too small to keep though, I'm afraid, James.
Yeah, he did put up a good fight though.
He did put up a little scrap for you. There you go. There's the lure, there's the fish. Now, up in front of the boat at the moment, we actually... There, James. See him?
Whoa!
As I was saying, up in front of the boat at the moment, we have bluefin tuna chasing garfish.
Yeah.
We are less than 100 metres from the shoreline in 12 metres of water, and you have 400-pound bluefin tuna. Let's go and get some breakfast. We have got some very snotty weather on the way, so I have to get these pots and bring them into some shelter. First one. Well, I got them. It's not the easiest thing to do with all this swell chucking about, but I got them. There is a little bit of weight in these red uns. It's fished relatively well. This has got 3 lobsters in it, but this one's well undersized. I used James's measure. Yeah. Probably about 10 mil undersized. So 1. 2. Oh, that one's about 3 or 4 millimeters under. So this one's going to be about 86 or 87. $87 mil. Little male. What else have we got in here? What's this one? Oh, a little tiny female. So 3 lobsters in this pot, none of them big enough. And this was lingheads. They stink. Yeah, they absolutely stink. Slopping around the place like this, it's not easy. Not easy at all. There's another big old stinky linghead. This one here, a male, is, oh, I tell you what, I would put that as a marginal. That's going to be almost bang on legal. Yeah, exactly 90 mil. This one is exactly 90 millimeters, so bang on legal size. I'm going to put this one aside. This one's a little female. I would give her a little bit too small. Yeah. Maybe 3 or 4 mil too small. This is this is starting to get frustrating. Yeah, rain started again, so obviously rain started again, so I'm struggling to keep the camera dry. Slightly undersized, it's going back. Right, last pot. There we go. That looks like a sizable lobster. Get this pot down out of my way. Yep, that's a sized lobster there. This is a nice sized lobster. This is a female. I tell it's a female because she's got a broader tail. And it is lashing it down with rain. Right. I'm going to put the camera down, wait until the rain stops, I'll come back to you. Yeah, this rain and weather's starting to get a bit frustrating. It's because I'm taking these pots in, I aren't going to be shooting them back, I'm just going to be breaking them down. I'm going to take the ropes off, tie them up and stack the pots away, so you won't see me shooting them back. I did get 2 nice lobsters out of that fleet. I've got a stunner of a female and I got a male that was bang on 90 mil. So when I pull in my next ones, if I have a lobster that's larger than 90 mil, I'll let go of the 90 and keep that because I can only keep 2. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to put the camera away. It is absolutely lashing it down. And as quickly as that, it stopped. see about getting them last pots. One of them's got stuck in seabed. One of the pots has got jammed up in seabed. I'm going to have to run around and try and get it out. Tell you about that in a second. A friend of mine's just come past who's got a pot hauler and says, "Oh, you're stuck, do you want me to get your hand?" I was like, "Not yet, let me try." Personal, professional pride. I was like, let me try first. Yeah, what you need to do in that situation, if the pot's stuck around a rock on the seabed, you just need to steam around in a circle to see if you can free it up. Now these fished well. These fished very well. I'll show you now. These ones have fished very well. Tell you what we'll do. We'll do last up, first check. We're going to have far too many lobsters here. Yeah, far too many, I reckon. First out of the pot, if she'll come out, is a female spider crab. Tell it's a female by this big pad that she's got here. We've got one undersized lobster, a little female, and hiding at the back here. Oh, I'll tell you what, let me close. Yeah, oversized. I have a feeling this is going to happen quite a bit today. We have a 90mm. If this is bigger, we'll keep this one. This is a 91mm. So which one we're keeping? We'll keep. Which one's got bigger claws? They're both males. This one's 1mm bigger than this one. We'll let this one go. Keep this one. I've got some beauties in there. First one out is going to be undersized. Possibly not. Another sized lobster. So yeah, another oversize. This one is another male, but same size as that other one. How many we have in this pot? This one's even bigger. Yeah. So yeah, in this one pot, because because I'm an unlicensed, unregistered fisherman, because I'm just a pleasure fisherman, because I just do this, because I'm just doing this for the love of it. Have you quite finished? I'm only allowed to take 2 a day. This would have been my 2 a day out of 1 pot. Now, as it is, I've already had like 3 or 4 size lobsters, so I'm fishing really well at the minute. This one is just on the measure. I've also got one in there that's just on the measure. This one's going to have to go back. This one is a cracker of a male. This one's probably going to be about 110. Yeah, this one's well oversized. So this one's going to have to go back. Just double checking. Yeah, this one's got to go back. And before anybody asks and they said, why don't you just put like them back in a pot and then you can have another one another day? You can't, you're not allowed to do that. Once you've cleared a pot, you need to clear the pot. You're allowed 2 per day and you're not allowed to keep them in a keep pot. So yeah, I have 2 crackers now. 2 cracking lobsters. See what else we've got back of here. You're actually more likely to get nipped by the smaller ones. It's another little beauty. He's well undersized. Well, there's 4 sat in there. A little tiny one. This is like all the different stages. You've got tiny, small, medium, and then like a size one at the end. So all the different sizes. These are actually all probably different year classes. That one's probably 6 or 7 years old. That'll be 4, that'll be 3, and that'll be 2. So yeah, it just goes to show that they all kind of knock about together. 1, 2 undersized, 3. This one, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got different size claws. This one isn't a comparable size to this one. She's lost this at some point and is regrowing it back. And in fact, this one here, she's lost hers, and it has got like the tiny softy growing in there. Now crustaceans, they shed their shell and then grow another one. When she grows her new shell back, she'll grow a little Jeremy arm, and then with 3 or 4 years it'll be the same size as this one. Again, yeah, this was a bass actually. I caught this in there. Still I'll tell you what, I'll double check. Yeah, 4 or 5 mil undersized, which will make her about, oh, I'll tell you what. Bang on 90. So another legal lobster. We would have done incredibly well today if we'd have been a licensed fisherman. Yeah. She's only got 1 claw. I've already got 2 lobsters that are well big enough. She's going back. Yeah, done really well. It's potentially, with all this bad weather coming, they can maybe sense it, they can maybe sense the pressure change. Tomorrow the weather is going to be horrific. All these lot can maybe sense the pressure change, so they're scurrying about now feeding crazy just before the bad weather comes. Empty all the old baits out. Full of like little tiny shrimps. Yeah, we'll get these pots broken down and then we'll get back ashore. just as the sun's come out, we've finished up. I tell you what, we timed it quite well. I had to come out when I did because we've got quite strong tides, and I couldn't have pulled them pots up as we did. We're drifting at 1.3 knots now. If I hadn't have got these when I did, I wouldn't have got them. Yeah, we have a cracking pair of lobsters there. I am over the moon. And I've managed to get them back in with a bit of sunshine just before the bad weather's come. Get some bands on them, chuck a bit of water on to clean down, and we'll get back in. I hope you enjoyed joining me. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the Fishlocker YouTube channel, where we have hundreds of videos from our adventures just like this one. We upload new videos every Sunday evening, so don't forget to click subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Let's go.